everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome back to another start to finish video. Yes, my favorite thing to do here, and of course I'm going to be working on another load prompt, and load stands for layout a day. Information will be listed below, as well as some other videos that show other previous load layouts that I have done. So I'm going to get right into the prompt, and I have things to my left, things to my right, and things I want to say, so I better just get jiggy. Yes, I better just get going. So the prompt that Alice gave us, which this video today was just wonderful, was because it's actually talking about the ruby red slippers that Judy Garland wore in the movie, and she went into a lot of details and tidbits and things that I didn't know and things I did know about these slippers, and just exciting because I actually got to see these slippers in real life at the Smithsonian one year, and so that's why we're talking about this photo here. So of course the story prompt for the ruby red slippers is that perhaps scrapbook about a favorite wardrobe accessory or outfit or even shoes that you have, or you could use a technique prompt of using red and sparkle on your layout. Now for what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a layout about the ruby red slippers because I got to see them, and then also I have never scrapbooked about that, and then about the movie itself, and I'm going to be combining about 3 different stories that span about 80 years on this layout, and this is why I love the load prompt, because I could not have come up with this on my own. And the kick in the butt to actually scrapbook that I got to see these slippers in the Smithsonian, it's just, I don't remember much about that trip, but I do remember those slippers. And so I wanted to say right off the bat, when I saw this prompt, I thought to myself, well, what am I going to do? So, of course, you know, she gave us a technique prompt of red and sparkle. Well, I knew I was going to do the slippers, so the first thing I went for was these thickers that are red and sparkly. And if that doesn't say Judy Garland, Wizard of Oz, Yellow Brick Road, yes, Flying Monkeys, you name it, that is the ruby red slippers. And I think I have my title figured out, but I know the word slippers is going to be spelled with that thicker font. How fun. And then, of course, we're talking about the Wizard of Oz. And, of course, you know, other than the ruby red slippers, what do we talk about? The Yellow Brick Road. And so I have been playing with this Tim Holtz die, this alteration die, and it is absolutely called Brick Wall, but I'm going to use it as a brick road. And so I have this yellow basil because that is exactly what I'm going to do. I am absolutely going to be a little creative, a little bit fun, but I'm going to keep it simple because I want to get this done. Okay, so now let's talk about my photos for a minute, because I have 6 photos here. And I'm actually going to be talking about when the movie was created, and then I have some images from the movie, and then an actual marquee premiere photo of when this originated in 1939. And all of these images are from Google Bing, so it's the internet. None of these photos are mine, and I wanted to make a mention of that because for many years I would not tell stories because I didn't have the photo, or I knew I had the photo but I couldn't find it. Meaning this right here. So I knew that I saw this in the Smithsonian, the ruby red slippers in the 90s, and so I spent about 20 minutes looking for that photo. I couldn't find it. I asked my husband what year, and he says, I don't even remember. So he doesn't even remember seeing the slippers, but I know I did. And so what I did was, first of all, I went and I just Googled the ruby red slippers at the Smithsonian, and I tried to find them an image of when I saw them, not what it looks like now, and not, you know, the restoration that they're doing right now, the actual when I saw them. And this is exactly what I saw that day when I was at the Smithsonian, this actual display case. So just spend a little time on the internet, and of course you cannot do anything with these images as far as selling or anything like that, but for your own personal layout, you know, giving credit where credit is due, you're perfectly fine to do that. These are all courtesy of Google and Bing. And so I don't know if I will use all 6, but I know I will definitely use this one, and I will use this one because of the Yellow Brick Road, and I may use this one because it has Toto and then all these other elements, because one of my stories that I tell will have to do with these flying monkeys. Yes, and so excited. I just can't say this enough. I love load. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is that once I got this, you know, what I want to do for the images, and I got my red sparkly, and I got my brick road. So what I decided is I'm going to absolutely do this on a white basil cardstock. I'm going to have so much other color. I need something to calm it down. And then, of course, I wanted to see if I could find anything with a rainbow. And so in my Kit Crunch, would you believe that this paper was in my Kit Crunch because I had picked it for this? Yes. So this is an Amy Tangerine paper, and it is from Sunshine and Good Times. And I think this was a couple years ago. Yes, 2017 is called Rainbow Love. Now, I will just be using a smidgen of this rainbow paper on my page somewhere. So I had to get a rainbow on there. And then also, too, because this has to do with a movie spanning 80 years and we still watch it today. In fact, I'm going to watch it today, is that I pulled a specialty paper. And I will have a video listed below how I organize my specialty paper. And I'm going to use these two images here on the ends. Would that be on the left or the right? This is by Kaisercraft. Now, this is what I find amazing about Kaisercraft, so go with me for a minute, is that their specialty papers and their die cuts are made of such great quality, but their individual paper sheets, well, yeah, you might as well just use copy paper. I don't understand that. And honestly, I'm glad they're not, because my wallet would probably be even smaller than it is. But this is such a heavyweight paper, and this came from Art of Life. Beautiful film strip. Is that not perfect? I'm only going to use the edges, okay? Oh, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the whole thing. It depends. And so, I don't know why Kaisercraft has specialty paper in such weight, but then their normal paper has, to me, has a lot to be desired. But I just wish their paper, their individual papers, were heavier weight. But at the same time, I probably would be broke. So maybe that's a good thing. Yes. So thank you, Kaisercraft. But this film strip paper and their die cuts, my favorite. So once I had the papers, my photos, and my two specialty items of this Yellow Brick Road and the sparkly, I decided to just simply go. And I knew I wanted to pull this Red Bling washi because I recently had been playing with it at Christmas time, and it reminded me of that. And then, of course, more film strip and some washi. So definitely do not overlook your washi when it comes to items to help you with your mood and feel. And right there's two of them. And then as I was looking for a couple items, actually, wow, I was putting a couple things away, and this story idea was on my brain. I just saw a couple things. Stickers. I have to get a mustache in there, and of course, you know, it says, be brave. Had to pull that. And of course, just some braid, sparkly, things like that. And then I also went to my multicolor section, and I found those came from the Dollar Tree, so I thought, oh, more glitter, could get that on there. And then I went and found my multicolored bag of embellishments. I only have about 2 of these in my whole space, about multicolor, and I was hoping I could find something with a rainbow. But, you know, I have that paper, but just in case. But I did find this button, and I don't know why, but it reminds me of Munchkin Land. I may use that. Yeah, I may. And then I found this balloon in my braids. It's got balloon, of course. That was in the Wizard of Oz. So all of these little things are helping me tell my story about the Wizard of Oz and things that stuck out in my brain for this movie. And then also, too, I wanted to show, this is how I used to do my braids many years ago, is that all my braids were on individual sheets, and then I just quickly could look at them. Of course, these are all with black. These are all in the black, and then I could find them really quick. This got really old doing it, but I really like them this way. But I did this on a trip one time. I took all my braids, all these pieces of heavy packaging, cardstock, and that's what I did. My fingers were absolutely sore, but I did that. But I did see one on here that said F for friend, or this camera. I may pull that because I definitely want to get a camera on there because this is a movie. So that's just an idea. So that is what I'm going to do. This honestly took me less than 10 minutes to pull all of this together because I don't spend a lot of time doing this. But once in a while I will come back, I'll get my thicker, and then another time I'll come back to my space and I'll grab my die. I don't do it all at one time because I don't have all that time just to pull supplies, but I don't spend a lot of time pulling supplies because I want to play with my supplies. Okay, and so I wanted to say that on this day 7, that Alice did a start to finish video too, and she did it about her love of lipstick and lip gloss. So I will have that link below. Go over and watch Alice's prompt and how she took this prompt and what her layout looks like. I mean, it's just amazing, and leave her some love. Yes, definitely. So I will be back with a finished Wizard of Oz layout spanning 80 years and telling 3 stories. Yes, love that. Love load. Okay, that's the only thing I wanted to say. In your planner in April, make yourself a note to consider maybe taking in the load event that happens in May, because that will be the last one, unless there's a mini one, That's the last one you can take for 2019 because the one in October is reserved for ScrapHappy members only, but the information for that will be linked below too. Just if you're interested in that, put a little tidbit in your planner to think about in April, maybe take the load event for May. The theme for that will be revealed very soon, so I'm excited, but I honestly don't know how Alice is going to top this load event here in February. It's been phenomenal. I think we're close to 1,000 photos. That means 1,000 layouts in a gallery. Wow, blows my mind. Okay, so that is all I have for right now. Come back. I'm going to go put on the Wizard of Oz, and I'm going to watch a little bit of magic. Yes, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back with my finished page, and I love how this turned out, because if you will look in the close-ups, I did not have a single Wizard of Oz themed product, but yet I did a page about the Wizard of Oz. I love how we can use the supplies we have just using color and motifs and patterns, which I did all 3 of those on this page, to help with mood and feel, and I'll talk about that. So what I simply did was I took 6 photos that gave me a representation and a feel of what I wanted to say, and also what I remember about this Wizard of Oz. I made sure I got a black and white in there because of the use of Technicolor for this film, and then of course me actually getting to see the ruby red slippers in the Smithsonian, and then the original poster because we are celebrating 80 years, and then of course the characters total had to get that on there. Yes, okay. And so then I just took this these 6 photos, and this is one mat right here. Okay, and I just did a collage, cut them down into a collage, and where I had leftover spaces, I used that Amy Tangerine rainbow paper just as a filler to create my collage. And then of course I used that Kaiser Craft specialty paper, and I just trimmed off the very edges, and I used that as my film strip to make it look like one big movie reel, because you know the Wizard of Oz is a movie. And then of course playing with that Tim Holtz Alteration brick wall die. Love that. Yes, because I made the brick wall look like a brick road. My yellow brick road. So what I did was I cut 2 pieces, and then I laid one piece down, and then I popped the pieces of these bricks out of my extra piece, and then I layered it over top of the piece that was down here. And then on some, I even layered another piece. So some of these bricks have more raised image than the other ones because I wanted it to feel dimensional, and then I wanted it to look dimensional. I wanted to actually feel like bricks, and so that's what I did. And then of course I got in my title and then my visual triangle. And so of course with my title it says Seeing the Slippers, because I didn't want to use the title Wizard of Oz because it's already here and it's already there. I didn't need to, okay? So I wanted to put Seeing the Slippers because that is the story that started this whole page, really, was Seeing the Slippers. And so then if you look in my visual triangle, and I'll talk about my clusters, you'll see that I do not have a single Wizard of Oz themed product, but yet everything feels like it's the Wizard of Oz. So here in this small one, it says Be Brave because of the lion, the big city because of Emerald City, and then this red and white gingham. Now I know Dorothy's dress was blue, but the red, the gingham pattern is the one that makes me feels like her dress. And then down here I have a sticker that says Friends, the mustache because of the wizard, and then the hot air balloon, a film strip, and again that gingham, and then a lollipop because of the lollipop kids. Yes, how fun is that? I just loved it. I actually was giddy when I found that in my chipboard, or in my sticker binder, and that came from a crepe paper line. And then of course here with my title is a cluster, and it says Original, A Moment in Time, again some red sparkle, and again that red gingham, you know, because of Dorothy's dress of the gingham pattern. Even though mine are red, it doesn't matter, still makes a visual triangle. Love that. Okay, so this page was very, very simple, but it was so much fun. Yes, now I do have a lot of journaling to put on this page, and it will go here to the left. And basically what I did was I took the story of how this movie originated and when it originated, and I talked about the characters, and also that it is known for, it is the most filmed, it's the most watched film in history, which I find that so amazing. And then also to memories of my hubby when he watched it when he was little, memories of me, and then also to when we introduced this to my little one and what she really thinks of this movie. And I'll tell you, she's not a fan of this movie, no. So I don't know if it'll be a family tradition for her in the future, but for us, it's a family tradition. So I incorporated all 3 of those stories about when it started, how it started, what it's known for, how it's an iconic film, and then childhood memories, and then also to my little one and her memories, and that we still watch it today over the Thanksgiving holiday. So again, just really had fun, and I'm so excited that the load prompt prompted me to do this page, because I absolutely had forgot that I even got to see these. It wasn't something I think about a lot until we watched The Wizard of Oz, and then when Alice brought this prompt up, and had to get on this yellow brick road, just fun. Love how it turned out. And so, of course, after I'm done filming here, I will put my journaling here, and I may have a little bit of it's not a trap space, but I have a little bit of space here. Ask me if I'm going to be concerned. No, my journaling is more important than any design of this page. So I will have that space, and it'll just stay open there. Yes. When I finish a page and I like how it turned out, I don't go for perfection. I go for being done and recording the story. Yes. Can I get an amen? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so that is all I have for today, and my Wizard of Oz, Seeing the Slippers. Yes, what a fun load this is turning out to be. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so come back to RTS, because you never know what we're gonna do. Bye.